Alright, ghouls and gals, like all my new movie reviews, I'm gonna keep it short, sweet, simple, and to the motherfucking point. Alright, let's get it started. Anna stars supermodel turned actress Sasha Luss, and it stars Cillian Murphy, Luke Evans, and Helen Mirren. I have to say, guys, this film, which was directed by Luke Benson, and it has a Luke Benson feel to it. It's stylish, it's sexy, and that's kind of about it. One thing that has me really perplexed is that I'm starting to see a pattern here with Luke Benson. You know, starting from Valerian onward, he's like making movies that are like 10 years too late. And what I mean by that is if this film Anna came out like 10 years ago, people would have been like, whoa, this is fucking awesome! But it didn't, and now other films like Mission Impossible, Lucy, Atomic Blonde, the Bourne Identity series, any action series you can think of has already done this and did it and done it better. And Anna just kind of like borrows from all those films, but it has like a really attractive supermodel chick who's obviously a supermodel turned actress because she doesn't act very well, but she looks good in the wigs. She wears like 80 million fucking different wigs. This movie could have been called Wigs the Movie with all the different wigs that she wears. I guarantee if you played a drinking game with this film and took a drink every single time she was wearing a different wig, you would be shit-faced at the end of this fucking film. And that would probably be the only enjoyment that you get out of this film. So let me kind of tell you what Anna's about. Anna's about, Anna, who's a international model slash spy, who she's essentially Barbie, if Barbie, like, headshotted every single man she came in contact with. And, this film, it's all over the place. If this review feels like it's all over the place, this film is all over the place. This film jumps from like 5 years earlier to 5 years in the future to 3 months ago, 3 months earlier, 2 months earlier, and it's like, Jesus Christ! Stop with the fucking black title card transitions! Just tell a fucking linear story. You can have a linear story that still has like sweeps and turns and twists and stuff like that. But no, not Luke Benson. He's like, hold on, I think it's time for another black title screen with 3 months later on it. And it's like, oh my god, Anna, what are you doing to me, Anna? I mean, I'd be lying if I say that I completely hated this film because it is stylish, it is sexy. I mean, Sasha Lush does pull off the whole international model thing because she's a fucking international model in real life. But I have to say, this film is really superficial. It's like a really, really attractive person who's kind of stupid, and all they have to really offer is like no personality, but they're really, really attractive. So you're just like, I'll go with it. And that's kind of what this film is. I mean, I don't want to say that it's devoid of any action, but it's almost to the point to where it's devoid of any action. There's only like 1 or 2 good action scenes in this film, and the rest of the action in this film is just Anna going around going. And I'm like, alright, I get you want to be like a female John Wick, but John Wick doesn't only just shoot people in the head, he actually has like long drawn out fights with them, and it's like, why would you do that? Like, the action is so cut up and chopped up. And a prime example in this film where they did a good job with the action is early on in the film when she has her like very first mission. She goes into this bar and is like, oh, my gun doesn't work, so she like throws it and starts beating the shit out of everybody, and it's a long drawn out, really well choreographed like action scene. And I really wish they would have had a lot more action scenes like that instead of her just walking up to people going like, alright, whatever. Another thing is that this film's plot is so recycled and run-of-the-mill and predictable. Like I said earlier, if you've seen Mission Impossible, The Bourne Ultimatum, Lucy, Atomic Blonde, any of those films, you've seen Anna. You've seen the movie Anna, because it is exactly like those films, except it's set like in Russia, Paris, you know, it's set overseas. And I mean, I didn't really want to like take a huge massive dump all over this film, but this movie, it is so mediocre and so predictable and so run-of-the-mill. And I had kind of high hopes for this film because I was like, man, this looks really good. This looks like a good palate cleanser in between like your series, franchise movies, and your remakes and reboots. But then it turns out this is just a remake. Luke Benson just remade this movie, which he fucking directed. Like, what? What, dude? I thought you were gonna give me at least a semi-original film, but you just copied your own fucking work? Nambiwi. Come on, dude. In summary, Anna is a film that chooses style over substance. It's very superficial, it's very predictable, it's very run-of-the-mill. It's an action film with very little to no action in it. I mean, if that's something you want to see, if you want to have some sort of insight into the model world, because it kind of focuses more on her being a model than her actually being a fucking international assassin or spy or whatever, go ahead and watch Anna. My final score for this film is going to be a 5 out of 10. I was struggling to give it like a 4.5 or a 5 out of 10, but I felt like a 4.5 would be like, I hated it so much. And I didn't hate it so much. I did dislike it, but it, you know, like I said, it's semi-entertaining when it wants to be entertaining, but it's so predictable that I had to give it a 5 out of 10. Well, I'm Ryan T, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.